One of the reasons why I don't really wear smartwatches often is because of the battery life. But this, the OnePlus Watch 3, might just change that with 120 hours of battery life and plenty of health and well-being features. The watch itself comes in just one size, so what you can see here, and it measures 46.6 millimeters by 47.6 millimeters by 11 millimeters. So it means if you have a smaller wrist, this might not be the one for you. It weighs just 81 grams with the straps attached, and it comes in emerald, titanium, and obsidian, which both looks great. The Watch 3 retains its stainless steel build with added durability thanks to that titanium bezel that they've got on there. We have a 2D sapphire crystal glass as well for display, and it's IP68 rating and 5 ATM water resistance. Generally, it looks really cool. You get this rotating crown, and for me, it's the way it's placed as well on this top area here, which means when you wear it on your wrist, it doesn't dig into your wrist as well. So especially when you're going to start exercising and do wrist movements like push-ups and stuff, this won't be pushing into your wrist, which is really good. This rubber strap as well is very comfortable, and I like the curvature as well. It's got this nice curvature to it, so it sits on your wrist really nice and comfortable. And I love this slim profile of it as well. Again, just added comfortability to it, and it just means the sensors also won't be blinding you when you're trying to sleep in the middle of the night, so it won't be shining or bleeding just underneath your wrist, which if you've used a smartwatch before, this is something that happens quite often with me. The display is a 1.5-inch LTPO AMOLED flexible display. It offers 2000 nits of peak brightness in workout mode and using it outdoors. This is the same brightness that you get with the Apple Watch Ultra 2, so it's very bright, sharp, and vibrant. So overall, as a watch, I think the design looks really good. It's well thought through in terms of how comfortable it is. You can dress this up, you can wear it for sports and, exercises and stuff like that without looking out of place, that kind of stuff. And I love the finishing on this as well, especially in this color as well. I think it looks really good, and they've done well to just design it in such a way that it's attractive. It doesn't look too smartwatchy, if that makes sense. The strap is easy to remove as well. It's just got this latches on there, so you can easily just remove the 22mm strap like so. Just detach it, and just easy to put right back on as well. Just push that in to the corner, and it just snaps right back into place, and it's nice and secure as well, so this won't be moving anywhere. If you want to change it, it's 22mm, so you can opt to get some online or third party if they're available. I'm not too sure, but yeah, these are 22mm in size. In terms of processor and battery, the Watch 3 is powered by a bigger 631 mAh battery compared to the Watch 2, and OnePlus says this will last up to 120 hours compared to the older models 100 hours. This is pretty much what you get depending on the use, so I was seeing on average 4 days minimum, which is pretty incredible. It lasts up to 3 days in heavy use mode, up to 5 days in smart mode, and an impressive 16 days in power saving mode. It's running on WearOS 5, and this is powered by Snapdragon W5 chipset, but it's also dual architecture, which means it's running a second operating system and a chip as well, so RTOS, and it's powered by the new BES 2800 MCU chip, mouthful. And that right there is how they've managed to pull off the long battery life, so you can get a day's use with just 10 minutes of charge. Again, making sure that your day is uninterrupted. What's missing here is a lack of LTE option, which in this day and age, that should not be something that's missing. And you also get an improved dual GPS as well for better accuracy and faster connectivity. Back to the software though, it's very easy to use, very straightforward, and also setting this up took less than a couple of minutes, so there's no problem at all. You just have to download the app and then connect it up and you're good to go. So closer look at the software itself. We can swipe across to see some of the options available. Like you can see all these widgets, I call them, and it goes round in circles as well. So you can swipe left or right and it will give you the same thing as well. You can change some of those in the app, which we'll go through as well. You can also press and hold to change watch faces. So there's plenty of options available to you to suit your preference, or if you're dressing it up or whatever it is, you can do just that. Even on this watch faces as well. So if you go back to say this one, we can also tap this one and edit some of the options available for that particular watch face as well. So you can see there, you can add different complications. So if you come back out, you can also swipe down to see your quick settings options. So you can see there like headphone settings, your wallet, and so on and so forth, torch, sound settings. You can see all those options. If we swipe up, this gives us notifications. So you can see some of the notifications that I've already got on here. So we can swipe across to delete or get rid of those notifications, as you can see there. What's also cool is if you have a Ring indoor system, for example, you can see this preview here, which is pretty cool, I think, which means you can easily just tap it, scroll up, see if there's something that you need to really quickly pay attention to. So that's a really good feature. Now, as well as looking stylish, having a longer battery life, health and well-being is still at the center of what this is all about. It has 60 seconds health check-in, which tracks key health metrics like heart rate, SpO2, ECG, vascular health, wrist temperature, sleep, and both physical and mental well-being. The OnePlus Watch 3 prioritizes heart health and is equipped with an enhanced photoplethysmography PPG sensor, which includes an 8-channel heart rate sensor. For sports activities, you have more than 100 different sports modes, 6 of which it detects automatically. So you have running, walking, rowing, elliptical machines, cycling, and swimming. It also offers a professional mode for 11 sports that keeps tabs of more nuanced metrics related to that sport. For example, for runners, it tracks form and foot balance. And if you play tennis, it will measure swing speed and stroke. To complete the watch, you need to download the OHealth app, which is available on Android and also iOS as well. So you can see the app is very straightforward to use, and it's got extra information if you want to dig deeper into your data. So for example, you can see your daily activities there, like my steps, the workout activity, calories, and so on. You can see those rings as well, so you can close them up and have a sense of achievement. And then you got your heart rate there as well, which gets monitored throughout the day. You got your sleep there. If you tap the sleep one, for example, you can see more information like your deep sleep, light sleep, REM, awake, etc. You can see them over the week, month, and year if you want to do that. Then it explains your sleep score as well if you want to find out what they mean, and so on and so forth. So basically, you can just dig deeper into the information that you see. Then you got your wellness, like we talk about. It cares about your wellness. So you got your SpO2 monitoring, more data. So if you record your exercises. Then you got your 60 seconds checkup, which we'll have a look just in a second as well. Then you got ECG with your sinus rhythm, for example, so it will tell you if things are going well. Then you got wrist temperature, although this takes 2 days to establish your baseline. I've been wearing it on and off, so it hasn't got that baseline for me just yet. Then you got your calories, steps, relaxation, stress data, and so on and so forth. If you go to health here, you can see your 60 seconds checkup stuff, so you can dive deeper into those, and sleep and so on as well. You got your fitness, which you can see the dates, and you can see all the different options there for your exercises. And you can see your device settings as well, which gives you option for loads of different watch faces. You can even set parental control mode if you're going to give it to your kids or anything like that. You got app market, which the watch itself already comes with loads of apps, so you don't have to worry too much, but you can download more. And then you got your tiles, like I said at the start, so you can have things that you can add to the tiles or remove them, what I was calling a widget actually. So it's actually called tiles. So you can remove different things like voice messages and so on and so forth. You can rearrange them as well. You can remove stuff if you don't want them on your particular watch. So that's pretty much about it, and it's very, very straightforward. And you got your workout and health settings. So if you don't want things like 24-hour monitoring, you can turn them off. So you got wellness stuff as well. SpO2 tracking, you can tap that, for example, or you can turn it on or off and get your alert throughout the day. So there's plenty of options there to play with, and just select them according to what fits or suits your preference. But the point of the app is it's very straightforward to use and very simple. Overall, for £299, I think the OnePlus Watch 3 is a bargain. It's definitely one to consider because it includes a long battery life, loads of health and well-being feature, including like ECG and so on, and that 60 seconds quick checkup. I think it's brilliant. It works most of the time. Issues that I've got is sometimes it can't measure my wrist temperature because it will say it's not on properly or it's not tight enough for whatever reason. That's never really worked for me properly. I don't know what's going on there. But besides that, I think it has everything that you need to stay on top of your health and well-being throughout the day, throughout the week even, because the battery life is just really good on this. What's missing is that LTE, so you can leave your phone at home. You can't do that with this, unfortunately. And also, one thing I forgot to mention is you can even link this up with a OnePlus device, which means you can control things like your camera, for example, using this. So that ecosystem is there if you're going to consider using OnePlus devices. It's also missing menstrual cycle. So for women who want to use this, unfortunately, you won't be able to track that like you would your Apple Watch, for example. And apart from that, I think overall, really good. It's also missing that size option. So you can only get this big size. There's no smaller one. But all that considered, I think it's still a really, really good smartwatch. Fast charge is there as well, 10 minutes of charge. You can just get this going for the day. So really good option. Over to you. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.